Hi. So day one of the vlog. It is Wednesday, February 7th, I believe. And I can't stitch just yet because I'm still trying to, can't see it, upload a video. So, and that's where I keep all my patterns. So I can't. So I'm cleaning up from last night's video and getting ready for work this week. Yay. So I'll be back in a little bit when I do get to sit down and work on that for a little bit. And then, and get its daily stitches done. And then I'll be working on my Heaven and Earth design again. So I will see y'all later. Bye. Alright, well I'm finally getting to sit down and stitch. I ended up falling asleep for a couple hours while waiting for that video to finish uploading. So now it's a little after midnight. And I'm fixing to work on this. And I got my iPad little setup here, so it's really easy to get to my patterns. So I will see y'all here in a couple hours. Okay. Bye. And it's almost 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm finally at a stopping point. This is where I got to. I know I did several squares or blocks. I am, let me set this down for a second. Fixing to start on this block here, but I've done over 1,300 stitches now, so this one gets to go back into storage for a few weeks, and I'm going to pull out Mini Treasure Hunt bookshelf. I'm going to try and get 1,200 stitches on it. So, saying goodbye on this one for now. Time to go make breakfast and then get some sleep for work tonight. Hope y'all have a great day. Good evening, everyone. It is Thursday, February 8th. Today's event in Cross Stitch Finish Line is to kit it up. So I have some patterns there, some fabric, what I store them in, thread, and some lucifer. And I'm gonna sit here and get some ornaments up for the next several Fridays. So I will see y'all in a little bit. Okay. And so I spent way too much time kitting up 8 new projects and making sure that they were fully logged in my book. So I'm just getting started on the 8th 150 stitches for my focus for the Ultimate Cross Stitch group on August Dragon, and it's actually after midnight, so gotta knock this out. And then today is the first day of Stitch Olympics because it's now Friday, February 9th, and for Stitch Mania, the first day is a new start or working on a recent start, and I'm really excited to get to do a new start today. So I don't know if I'll do it this morning or when I get to work this evening, so I guess you'll just have to check back to find out. See you in a few. Alright, I have done my stitches for the day, the 150, and that's how August is looking. I'm trying to decide now if I'm going to pull out a new start or I don't know, or do something else. It is currently 2:30. I work on stuff until roughly around 5, so that's plenty of time. I think I may have to pull out that new start. Alright, I got the new fabric on the Q-snap. The pattern loaded up. That's what it's gonna look like. Funny story. So I wasn't an all-along Game of Thrones fan. I actually just watched it a few months ago because I believe it was Jessie Marie and somebody else. They were just going on and on about it on their videos, and I'm like, okay, I will check it out, but I'm gonna have to start at the beginning. So I did. I binged watched it and fell absolutely in love with the show. My husband had been watching it all along, but could never convince me to watch it. So then when I was going back and watching it, it was getting him fired up about it again. It was giving us a lot to talk about every night. and we really enjoyed it. So then when I saw this, I thought it would be perfect for him. And actually, at the time, it was buy one, get one free. So I also have the Targaryen house banner in my list of kitted up projects. But tonight, I'm going to start House Stark. And this is Fabric by Fiberlicious. I believe it's 28 count Lugana. Might be Jobelin. It doesn't have a tag on it. Hold on. Let me look in my big notebook life thing here. It is 32 count Jobelin in chalkboard by Fiberlicious. And of course, it's just white on black, and I didn't want to do black, so I did the chalkboard, but white, it's the only color I'm using. So let's see how far I can get in the next, let's say 2 hours. It's probably how long I'm gonna have to work on it. So I'll see you then. Bye. Alrighty, and my final update for tonight before I get to get off, go home, get some sleep, and do it all over again. This is my start on House of Stark. That is 449 stitches. It's a pretty good start, I think. I like the way it's looking. Yeah, so awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna work on this again this evening, since technically it's still the 9th, or if I'm gonna pull something else out. Maybe Fairy Tale Land, since it is a recent start and can count. I don't know. Guess you'll get to see tonight when we come back. Talk to you later. Alright, everybody, welcome back. It is Friday, February 9th, about almost 7 p.m. So I've been at work for a little while. It's calmed down. It's time to get stitching. Of course, Friday Off the Grid has their Friday night stitch in, so I will be starting with Off the Grid Needle Art, Friday Stitch with Me. And we're doing my 100 stitches. That's what today calls for, on my August Birthstone Dragon. So let's see if we can get him finished up with 100 stitches. I think it's going to take a few more, but we'll see. I'll check back in a little bit. All right, bye. It is 7:30. I did my 100 stitches because I was only interrupted a few times. This is, it's hard to kind of tell, but the top part is his foot and the rest is going to be the stone. I realized as I was doing this, but that I probably should have made this light green the more dominant color based on my birthstone, but that's okay because I don't really like my birthstone anyway. So I like the way he's turning out. And I finished Caroline, and now I'm just towards the end of Danielle's Stitch With Me video for this week. Just a few more minutes on it, and then I'll see who I'm watching next. I'm going to go take a bathroom break, and then I'm going to come back and put Monopoly on my Q-Snap and work on it tonight. So I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Alright, Monopoly is on the Q-Snap. I finished up Danielle's video, and I'm going to pop on over to watch Jesse's plans for the Winter Olympics challenge in Stitchmania. And all I have left is this little bit of pink, all that pink, this yellow, and then the big piece that's in the middle. So I know I could definitely get this done tonight, hopefully get started on that. So when I move the Q-Snap, if I move the Q-Snap, I will check back in with y'all. I'm really excited about this one, but I'm kind of ready to get it out of my wheelhouse too. So let's hope I get a lot of progress done tonight. Bye. Okay, so it took me a little longer than I expected. It is now almost 3 o'clock in the morning, but I have an entire completed border. Now just to do that middle part, which is going to be a lot of stitching, but it's the beginning of the end, people. It's the beginning of the end. Look, and I still have all these random threads to clip. I'm such a messy stitcher, but it'll look great when it's all done. So I'm going to come up here and do chance or community chest, whatever goes right there. And I'll I'll see you before the night's over. All right, y'all have a great stitch. Bye. Good morning, everybody. It is 5:15 almost. Time for me to get my work area cleaned up so my relief can come relieve me and I can go sleep and get ready to do it all again. This is my stopping point on Monopoly. Look, starting on the centerpiece. That got done. Just have to do this big piece, this little black square over here, and I gotta go back and put railroad in there. And then I will be all done. Yay! But it is going to go up for another week. So, which really sucks because I was really getting into all that red right there. I wasn't enjoying it. So I did about 559 stitches since midnight. I don't know if can't remember if I stopped at midnight and showed y'all. I know that I showed y'all after that part. So, anyways, I am going to clean up and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Alright, everyone, it is now, I don't know, the evening sometime of February 10th. Working on this puppy again. 100 stitches for tonight based on that calendar. And I promise I'm pulling out something different to show you here pretty soon. Tonight's Stitch Mania event is stitch on something winter themed. So I'm pulling out Welcome to Christmas as soon as he's got his 100 stitches. So I will see y'all again in a bit. Bye. All right, we started doing some back stitching there. This is the hardest part, is stopping when you're just working on back stitching, because you're like, ooh, I could finish that in no time, but them's the rules. I only do 100 stitches tonight, so he should be done either tomorrow night, maybe the next night, and then we'll move on to December. And it'll be exciting to finish this one this month. I'm very excited. Okay, next I'm working on Welcome to, I call it Welcome to Christmas. In the magazine it was something completely different, but yeah, I self-name sometimes. So this is the beginning of like welcome right here. I'll be working on this one all night. This is the one where I had to like sew on some fabric because I literally went right to the edge. I trimmed wrong. But this is a good, if you ever do trim wrong, or maybe you don't have enough fabric, you just add a little bit of actual fabric to it, and it makes a nice border. And then you can always take it off and do whatever after you're done. I think I'm gonna leave mine. I like, this is a Christmas project anyway, and it's very Christmassy. So anyways, I'm gonna be working on this one tonight for the winter theme in Stitch Mania's Winter Olympics. And of course I'm not watching the Olympics because I'm stuck at work, and so it's Hulu tonight. And we'll see how much I can get done. I'm working on this page. I'm not like flipping back and forth between the two pages, so I won't get anything done over here. It's just gonna be this. I've been kind of working in like a diagonal pattern just to keep myself interested. So I will be back at midnight with another check-in and the end of the stitch count for the 10th. But I will continue to work on this till about 5 a.m. So that is it for me for now. And I will see y'all here in a little bit. Alright, my darlings. It is 5:20. So I need to load up this mess that I've got going on. Here's where I got to tonight. I decided to give up on the diagonalness. Felt like I got a little bit more done this way. I think right about here is my first empty stitch. So I'm good ways down. Right in here somewhere is halfway, because I started in the middle, I went all the way over to the edge, worked my way up, and then I've started working my way down. Well, somewhere over here when I was working my way up, I missed a stitch, So all of these were one off, and instead of redoing all this, I just ripped out what I started with. You can kind of see where I did some ripping there. So it's all good now. Got quite a bit done. Since midnight, I've done 674 stitches. Before midnight, I did, where are my numbers? 436. So altogether over 1,000 stitches on this one tonight, which is pretty good. Watched some Supernatural, watched some Gilmore Girls. I've been bouncing all over the place because I just can't seem to make up my mind. But this was it for my winter themed Stitch Mania project. Let's see what the theme is for tomorrow. Soda Stitch. So Fairy Tale Lands 2 will come out tomorrow night. And of course Birthstone Dragons will get a few more stitches. Ooh, looks like 125 tomorrow night. So, or actually technically it's tonight. You know, I get all thrown off because I work throughout the night. But looking forward to it. So we'll see you again tonight. Bye. Good evening, everybody. It is February 11th. The evening we spoke this morning. So I'm about to do 125 stitches on my August dragon. I'm really hoping that finishes up the back stitching. If it gets really close, I may go over just a little bit to get that back stitching done, because I want to get it working on December. That big old clumpy mess over there. So working on him tonight. Right now I am watching the Stitching Misfits. I apologize. Isn't it so funny sometimes where you pause it and the faces you get? I'm so mean. Okay. I woke up to a message from Hanan. This one. I won one of her giveaways. So I had to send her my information. She lives in Texas too, so she's not that far from me. But unfortunately, I live in this middle of nowhere place where there's no stitching people close by. I would have to travel a few hours. So, also, I watched Stitching Shadows today, and it got me a little worried about this vlogging thing, because I've been kind of quick. Here's what I'm doing, and that's just about it. So once I stitch these all together, I have no idea if this video is going to be interesting, but I said we were going to give it a try. Doesn't mean we have to keep doing it, and if it turns out all right, then I will. Not every week, but maybe like every other week or something like that. So I'm going to work on him some more, and then tonight is Soda Stitch Fairy Tale Lands 2. I'll go into that a little bit more when I pull it out. So we'll see you then. Bye. All right, here's what we've got going on now. I felt like there was still too much back stitching for me to go ahead and finish it out after I got to my 125. So there's where we're at. He's got a face and is completely adorable now. So maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Still working on the Stitching Misfits, because it's only been about 20 minutes and they have an hour-long video. Still working on that. Next up is my Fairy Tale Land 2. You can't see there is some stitching down here, but I'm trying to open it up because I want to get up here where Rapunzel is. I'm going to try and quickly work my way up there and get her done, because my daughter really wants to see Rapunzel done. So we'll see how close we can get to Rapunzel tonight. That will be the goal. The reason I have chosen this, and now when I do my book, I do shorthand. So all I wrote down was Soda Stitch. That's what I was gonna, because when I first read it, I knew that's what I would be working on for tonight, no matter what. But I kind of wanted to go over the further explanation. It's February 11th is South Korea. Stitch on a Korean themed piece. Need ideas? Soda Stitch is a Korean designer. The South Korean flag has red, blue, white, and black in it, etc. So, you know, I could have picked a different piece and just stitched some red or some blue, whatever, but course I wanted a reason to pull this thing out again. This is just my start on it from last month. So it's not very much, and it's one I've been itching to work on ever since I saw it in Trisha the 3 Owl Threads Facebook group. Before Garrett came up with the stitch along and everything, when she first posted it, I was like, ooh, I definitely want to do those. And then the idea for it kind of blew up and it became a big thing. So I'm going to get working on that, and I will check in again later. Okay, bye. So I made it to Rapunzel in the creepiest way possible because this guy doesn't have a head. Sorry. I got some partial trees on the way, and then I started on her hair. I started on her hair, and then I finished off this strand in the grass. But anyways, she doesn't have a face yet, so that's a little creepy too. But Rapunzel is like a good portion done, and I will finish her next time I pull this out, and then I'll give creepy guy a head. Yeah, so it is 5:10 in the morning, and I've got to get ready to go home. So this will be it for tonight. Let's see, what are we pulling out next week? Let me look. Or next week. Tonight, which it is now Monday, February 12th. Let me look. All right. The 12th is an animal, and I have decided to pull out Love and Cat because I also have an event in Cross Stitch Finish Line that is Something You Love. So, and it's called Love and Cat. So that one will be coming out tonight, along with Burstone Dragons again. So I will see y'all then. Y'all have a great day. Okay, everybody, it is nighttime. Well, sun's still setting over there, but I'm at a new location, and I'm trying to get used to it because it's a lot different and louder. But anyway, going to work on my Burstone Dragon. We're doing 150 stitches tonight. I forgot to cross off last night's. So we're doing 150 stitches tonight, and then I'll be working on Love and Cat. Right there when I pull it out and put it on the Q-snap. So I'm really tired tonight, so I'm hoping I can get some good progress because I'm really not feeling it. So we'll have to see what goes on. I will check back in later. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something really silly. So my Hulu, I wanted to watch Hulu today while I cross stitch, and it's not cooperating. So I don't know why that popped up. I said I want to watch this show, so press play. Comes up with this error. See, you appear to be using an anonymous proxy tool. I have no idea what this means. I am not doing anything that I don't normally do. So I said, okay. And I've tried a few different things. So I decided I was going to delete the app and reinstall it. I deleted the app. All my patterns are gone. Like, I want to cry. Oh my gosh. Like, there was folders on folders with patterns. Now, don't get me wrong. All this stuff is backed up to the cloud, okay? I have some stuff on my Google Drive. I have some stuff on my OneDrive with Outlook. I have some stuff on my iCloud Drive. I really need to go through and get all these patterns on like one area. And so I'm trying to find the pattern for Burstone Dragons. And I'm still looking. because like I said, I have tons to go through. But part of my problem here is that even once I find it, all the markups I did on it are all going to be gone. Which isn't a big deal when the pattern is, you know, this big, and obviously I know what I've done. But on some of my other ones, it's going to be so tedious to go through and reset up my entire Goodreads. Remember how I was saying I was tired earlier and I kind of just don't even feel like doing anything? Yeah, this didn't help that. This did not help. I called my husband. I said, I just want to cry. And he felt so bad for me because he knows. He knows how many patterns and how much I've done. You got to remember, I have like 20 something projects going right now, and all of them are like pretty good into them and have lots of markups done, and it's all gone. So people, back up your Goodreads. I need to find a way to make it back up so that my markups are saved. And don't pay attention to what app you're deleting, and don't delete the wrong one, because that is what I did. And it's partly because they sit next to each other. It's partly because they kind of look alike. Like this video, that looks really green and that doesn't look so green. But in person, they're not that contrasting. Now, thankfully, my Heaven and Earth designs are in this one. So I didn't lose the markups on them. But I will be going through and doing backups tonight. Yeah. And right now I'm just going to pull down the ones for the 2 projects I'm working on tonight. And on a day off, I will try and get all sorted and organized and back where it's supposed to go. Hey, I'll check in later. Bye. Alrighty then. It's been 2.5 hours since I last spoke to y'all, and more than enough drama has floated my way tonight. But I did complete August, all the back stitching, and then I've started on December, which I had to figure out my colors because I left my book at home that had the, I'm telling you, it has been one of those nights, and I'm ready for it to be over, and I still have like, I don't know, 8-10 more hours, something like that. It's insane. So here we are. I am going to put Loving Cat on the Q-snap and try and get as many stitches in her as possible. So let's see where we get to. I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bad for this project. It always seems to get pulled out on days when I either have no focus or I'm just having a really crappy day. So it isn't getting the amount of love it needs, unfortunately. And I don't even have that much left. I mean, a little bit in here. This is the bottom. Well, not, I mean, in the middle it comes down a little bit further. But I mean, this is, you know, I got quite a bit done. Got some more green over here, and I got this big old block of red. I actually ran out of this color, or else I might have gotten a little more stitching done because I wasn't really having to focus. You could just kind of, you know, there goes my iPad, run the stitches. But I got really distracted tonight. I had to deal with some, you know, babysitter issues, and then got sucked into a tea conversation with my husband. We have decided we are going to start trying different teas. So look for that in future videos. So I got, let's see. Where am I looking? Hold on. Trying to find where my before midnight time was. Oh, I got about 270 stitches put on this before midnight and 153 cents. So progress. definite progress, but not near as much as I would have liked. So, moving on. I will be working again tonight. So, we will work on the dragons some more. Because tonight is 50 stitches. So, just a little bit. And then, let me just pull this calendar over here. I really gotta stop setting everything on my iPad keyboard. And, oh, see, my calendar thinks I'm supposed to be off tonight, but I had to switch my schedule around because it's my son's birthday. So let's see. What is the daily? Day 13. Time yourself. Okay. I'm gonna want to pull out something I can put some stitches in. Well, I guess we're gonna be surprised tonight. So, we will see what happens. I'm gonna pack up, get ready to go home, and I will see y'all again this evening. Good evening, everybody. I know that I'm still working on my vlog, but I couldn't record with my phone, and you know, trying to record like this with an iPad was not gonna happen. I would really rather not be in front of the camera tonight because I look a mess, but it's a better night. Not everything in the world is against me tonight. Still have to go and find some patterns, but for the most part, we're doing really good. It's kind of a busy night at work, so that's why I'm looking around a lot. Plus, I'm playing this game on my phone, which is why I couldn't record with my phone, and it's hilarious. I don't know if you've ever heard of Cards Against Humanity, but it's basically the same thing, and it's free. And then every time you play a game, you earn coins to unlock new decks and stuff. And it's very adult. Do not let your kids anywhere near it. But it's funny. So, anyways, fixing to work on the Burstone Dragon some more. We're working on December's, I believe it's the turquoise dragon I picked. Pretty sure. Anyway. Only 50 stitches here tonight, so that shouldn't take too long. Like I said, when I originally planned out the month, I thought I was going to be off today since it's a Tuesday, and so it was supposed to be a hay tonight. But I had to change my schedule around because my son's birthday is on Thursday, so I wanted to have Thursday off. And so I have to pick a new project for tonight, and it has to be one of the ones I already had with me because I didn't take the time to look through all of them at home tonight. So I believe it's either going to be Monopoly or Christmas Rules. I'm not quite sure which yet. And so you will see when I do my next update after the 50 stitches are done. So I think that's it. Today is Wednesday, February 13th. It's roughly 7 p.m. I think it's like 7:15, 7:20. I can't look at a clock right now. And so anyway, I'm going to let y'all go now, and I will be back in just a little bit. Bye. Okay, so I actually had to discuss this one out a little bit because part of me really wanted to work on Monopoly just because I'm getting so close to a finish. Part of me wanted to work on Christmas Rules because I haven't yet this month, and I feel like this one's been getting some unfair attention. But I decided to outsource it. So I asked my husband and my best friend, and they were unanimous in getting this one, just going ahead, knocking it out and getting it done. And I mean, Christmas Rules is already on the schedule for another day, so it's not like it's not going to get worked on. It's just this one's getting worked on first. And maybe since I'm working on this one tonight, I won't work on it on Saturday. We'll see what happens then. So, I'm going to be working on Christmas Rules, or Monopoly tonight. We're working on the big name in the middle. And I can, since it's a big block of color, it's going to move faster. And tonight I'm supposed to time myself for a little bit and see how many stitches I can get done. Also, I don't have to focus on it as hard, so I can enjoy, you know, a good sappy movie since Valentine's is right around the corner. My husband is supposed to be coming at midnight to my work to have dinner with me. So, he's at work too, but he's able to do that. It's part of his job actually, is to come check on the guards in the shacks. So, he's just going to stay for an extra few minutes and eat. Looking forward to it. Working on Monopoly. So, I will see y'all again here in a little bit. Okay, I am taking a break from stitching today because it is somebody's birthday. Ryan, say hi.
Hi.
And we are all going to go play laser tag. Got my nephew Adrian, and then my niece Maddie, my daughter Lexi, my other nephew Aaron. Is he even looking up from his phone? Yeah. So, more on that later. I will see y'all in a bit. Okay, y'all, so I didn't get any stitching done today at all. Not one single stitch. We got home at about 9:30, and my check had hit the bank, so then I had to pay bills and get some stuff picked up around the house. But I just wanted to show y'all before I go to bed why we are going to look for a bigger bed tomorrow. Because sometimes, oh, they look so sweet. Sometimes my kids still want to cuddle and lay in bed with me and sleep, and there's just I get this right here. That's all I get. And if my husband was home, he wouldn't even be able to get in bed. But by the time he gets home in the morning, we'll all be up and getting breakfast ready and giving a big happy birthday to my little man. This is my youngest. He turns 8 in just a few hours. So he doesn't look so little. Oh my goodness. It's crazy how fast they grow. So I hope that it gives you an enjoyable end to this video. I might record something tomorrow before I patch all these together and get it up. I've enjoyed vlogging every day. I feel like, you know, it can get better if I keep trying it. So I'll post these sometime tomorrow, and then y'all give me your feedback and let me know. So I'll talk to y'all later.